Amha nga bation ko mupundak man ang ulan mutungang kahayagan nimo kinabuhi ko gipaanindot mo katam isa kuma ampingan ta sa kahangturan. Ang huyuhoy sa hangin ug kabunaw sa kagabhion handumanan sa nang labayng panahon. Sa dihang nakita ka wala lang nakudamha ug sa kalit na baguang tanan pangandoy ka lang ning akong dughan wala na ko damha kabation ko mupundak man ang ulan mutungang kahayagan nimo kinabuhi ko gipaanindot mo katamis sa gugma ampingan ta sa kahangturan. Sa unang mga bituon nga nagkasilak sa langit pagkaanindot nga kaputon pangandoy ka lang ning akong dughan wala na ko damha nga bation ko mupundak man ang ulan mutungang kahayagan nimo kinabuhi ko gipaanindot mo katamis sa gugma ampingan ta sa kahangturan sa kahangturan sa kahangturan la la
Good evening, team. Or shall I say good afternoon for those on the West Coast. All right. Happy Monday. It's Mindset Monday. I want to thank you for participating in the process of learning. All right, let's see who's on the call today. How you doing, Suni? Marlena, how you doing? Hans?
Hello, hello. Hello.
Karen?
Hey, Kate.
Hey, how you
Hey, what's
doing?
going on, brother?
All right, I'm excited. It's Super Bowl's coming up on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm excited to head out to Fort Worth. All right, if you can, please turn your cameras on. Just go over a couple of Zoom keeping guidelines. Have some notes ready to take. Every time I come to a meeting, I definitely want to learn from our speakers, and can again actively participate by having your cameras on. But my name is Gabriel Gonzalez. I'm your business partner out of Austin, Texas, and I've been with our Infinite Company going on almost 8 years, and I'm excited that I get to see our business partners out in Fort Worth, Texas this weekend. So I'm looking forward. For those who are driving out there, please safe travels. I know a lot of you are prepping for your the event before the event, and your team event, the post event. So please just work with your team, work with your leaders to organize. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because you know I did the business by myself for 6.5 years, and I understand what it's like to not have any support. And my first convention is where I learned the power of our platform, the culture of OIC, and it motivated me to become an equity partner. So again, I look forward to seeing everybody out there. All right, and again, if your team members are not on, please let them know that we are on our weekly entrepreneur meeting. All right. What I want to do is I want to introduce my business partner out of McKinney, Texas, which is north of Dallas, Texas. And he is going to be going over the business opportunity presentation. If you are a guest and you've been invited by somebody, in a little bit, you're going to be going out to a breakout room to hear the opportunity, just like I heard back in 2018. So let me bring up my business partner, Mr. Keith Squalls. Keith, if you can, please introduce yourself, sir, and lead the team to the breakout room.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel Gonzalez. Appreciate that. So we are, my name is Keith Squalls. I'm in McKinney, Texas. Been with OIC a couple years now, a few years now. I'm a field director, and so excited to be on this platform. Always ready and willing to do what I can to serve and to help. So I'm going to be conducting the business overview, and so the instructions on how to get there for those who are taking a look at our business for the first time. I guess there's a more, if you go down to the bottom, you click on more, and there's 4 boxes that says join breakout room. So I'll be over there. So if you're a first time guest, just click on that and I'll see you guys over there.
All right, thanks, Keith. Yes, and if your team, if the person you invited comes a little bit late, please direct them to the breakout room. All right. Well, first, we open up every call with our recognition. To me, this is one of the highlights of the meeting because we get to recognize those who are implementing the financial solutions in our communities throughout the United States. But most importantly, they're also the individuals who are sharing the business opportunity, just like somebody shared it with me back in 2012. So if you can, Jessa, please, let's get the recognition going. Please unmute your mics and let's put some emojis up there. But again, congratulations to those out there who are happy. All right,
All right, let's get it.
Let's
Let's get it.
go. It's
Hey,
celebration
go.
time.
week,
So
July
let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Okay, personal category. Top personal recruiters
So let's go.
last week. One.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go, Margaret. Let's go, Aida.
Trio.
Oh, Marilyn.
Let's
Awesome
get
job.
Oh,
Let's
Mikhail.
get it.
Oh, Amanda.
Ada Ramirez,
Let's
Washington.
go.
Let's go.
Marilyn Hines, Round Rock.
Congrats.
Let's go.
Dunn.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go, Miss
All right, Mrs. Squalls.
Congratulations, sir.
Let's go.
Paul,
Congratulations.
director out of McKinney, Texas.
Let's
Nice.
grow.
Right.
Steve. All right.
Grow.
Vanessa,
Let's
let's
grow.
go.
Student recruit,
Awesome.
San Antonio,
Right.
Texas director, Miss Vanessa Garcia. Congratulations,
Let's
Vanessa.
go.
Right.
Let's grow.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Let's
Congratulations.
grow. Let's grow.
All right, top personal app count.
Oh, Miss Aida.
Miss
Go,
Ida.
Amanda.
Mary.
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's
go,
get
Barry.
it.
Marlo.
Good job.
Go,
everybody.
Cindy.
Let's
David.
grow.
Let's go, David Crabtree. Denise Esther.
Let's get it.
Let's go, Gabriella.
Let's get it.
Let's go, Irene.
Got it.
Good job.
Out of California, Gabriella Encinas. Good job.
Let's get it, Gabriella.
Right.
Awesome.
Do it.
Eagle, California, Mr. Carlos Millsap.
Let's get it.
Right.
Let's get it.
You, great job, Irene.
Irene, yes.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right,
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Great job, y'all. Congratulations.
Let's do it.
All right, let's keep it going.
All right,
Let's go.
Right.
All right.
Add it up. Yeah.
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go, everybody.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
And Bob Taylor, good job.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Right.
Congratulations.
Let's do it.
Everybody. Amazing.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Let's get it.
Nazra Khan, great job, Nazra.
All right. All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Congratulations, everybody.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
And Veronica Herrera, good job.
Let's do it.
Add them up. Add them up.
Good
Add it
job.
up.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Right.
And Rain Rubio, right?
Congratulations.
So let's go.
From the front.
Congratulations.
Let's
Let's
Come on,
do
Nick.
it.
Right. Let's do it.
Come on, let's get it.
Get it. Get it.
All right, all right.
Good
Congratulations.
job.
Solace, that is
Let's
awesome.
go.
Marilyn Hines.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Let's
Awesome.
do it. Let's do it.
Great job.
Jacqueline Rapapone.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Good stuff.
Let's get it.
All
Let's get it.
right.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Y'all, let's go.
Let's get it. Congratulations.
All right. All right.
I'm talking about.
Congratulations. Uh-oh. Let's go, Mrs.
All
Smalls.
right, Keith.
Let's do it, Mrs. Smalls.
Let's
Good
go,
job.
What do we do?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Let's go,
Uh-oh.
Kyrie.
Let's go, Mr.
Kyrie.
Jones.
Hi, Kyrie. Awesome job.
Let's get it, Mr. Jones. Let's get it.
Good
Let's
stuff.
get it.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
get it, Mr. Jones. Let's do
go,
it.
baby. Yeah.
Good, good,
All
good.
right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Young
All right,
guns.
man.
Young guns. Let's do it.
Great job.
Let's go, young guns.
Absolutely.
It's a
Absolutely.
TA party. Let's do it.
So let's go. Let's go.
Rose.
Everybody.
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I like it.
Congratulations,
I love it.
everybody. Let's go add it
Love
up.
it.
Right up.
Jennifer Jackson.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's
Veronica
get it.
Herrera.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Carlos Millsap.
Come on, Nick.
Let's do it.
Come on,
Awesome.
Carlo.
I love it.
All
I'm
right.
loving it. Let's go.
Good
Stuff.
point. Irene.
Congratulations.
3 points.
Congratulations, everybody.
Esther.
Let's
410
do it.
points.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Let's do it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Let's do it.
Add them up. Add it up. Add it up.
All right,
Go.
Jackie
Right.
Phone out of
See them
California,
numbers.
4,518 points.
See them numbers.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Taylor, 3,831
Let's go.
You
points.
do what it
Good
Let's
do.
do
stuff.
it. Let's do it.
James,
Let's get it. Let's get it.
34 points.
Let's get
Albert
it.
Khan with 2,593 points.
Oh,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Perez out
Love
of
it.
Go,
Love
Jackie
it.
Swallow.
Love it. Love it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Big. Let's go.
points.
Making that money.
Let's
go. Let's do it.
105 points.
Let's go.
Tyree Jones.
Let's do
1,000.
it,
Come
Mr.
on, help them
Jones.
families.
Go.
Let's go.
All right.
Let family
Get that
help.
money.
Come
Let's
on.
do it.
Good
Gabriella
stuff.
Santinas
Let's
with
go, Gabriella.
1,400.
Right.
Congratulations,
Miss
Gabriella.
Gabriella.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Add it up.
Get
Add
it.
it up.
Let's
Let's
get
go.
it.
Add them up.
All right, let's go.
All right, Wendy and Aldo.
Yes.
Let's go.
Aldo and Gabby.
Yes, yes.
Good
Start
stuff.
making some dinner plans now. Let's do
Add
it.
it up. Add it up. Let's go.
Let's
We need some
go.
new shoes. Back to
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Miss Gonzalez.
Let's go.
My thing.
Yeah. Dinner and a movie. Let's do it.
Big bang.
Make it a steak dinner with that.
Yeah, right?
Go.
With a lobster tail.
Oh, Miss Williams.
You spoke too soon,
Uh-oh.
Kimmy.
Uh-oh.
It's you.
Coming in
All
high.
right.
Coming in
Let's
high.
go.
That's some vacation money right
There
there.
you
Let's
go.
do it.
Right, Miss Williams, go.
Yeah.
You got this.
All right, all right.
Good stuff.
Uh-oh,
All right,
Noah.
no.
I
I
love
see
that
you,
for
Noah.
Noah. Good job, Noah.
Oh, man, that looks
Taylor.
Let's go.
about to get himself
Awesome.
some Jordans. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
That's
Let's
great.
do it, Noah.
Come on, Noah.
All right.
Super awesome.
Congratulations, everybody. Let's
Good
go.
stuff.
Thank you for your
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's
Do
go.
Oh,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's a C.
Wow. Congratulations, team. I'm just gonna just say a couple of things and before I bring up our mission speaker, but man, if you look at the production and those inviting people to the business, when I think about personal production, all of you out there are life changers. You're implementing life insurance solutions with living benefits, is living insurance. We know that that policy will come to life, whether somebody passes away too soon, whether somebody lives too long and takes lifetime income on that cash value, or if somebody gets sick and has to activate the living benefits. I know a lot of the team out there is doing the annuities with annuity flow, rollovers. We know that those policies are going to have to close the gap in the future. We know that they sooner or later that they will come to life where somebody will activate their lifetime income to make sure they can retire with dignity. So congratulations. And when you think about our top entrepreneurs, remember this is a members only club. We were all invited to OIC. And when I think about Kyrie Jones inviting Nick Rios and them having an amazing grand opening, right? Amazing grand opening. And these young gentlemen out there who are carrying our mission forward in their communities is pretty amazing. And then when you see a father, Mr. Bob Taylor out of Tennessee, inviting his young son in college, okay? His young son in college, he's a freshman, he's a baseball player, and with over 15,000 points. There's no limits. Anything is possible in our business, okay? You can invite anybody who's 18 and above into our business and they can make extra income for themselves to put themselves in a better situation. That is our mission, okay? And again, I'm excited about this weekend. This is the great expansion. This is our infinite era. And for those of you who are going out to Fort Worth, I look forward to seeing you in person. But let me tell you what convention did to me, okay? Before Hans comes up. But and one thing I want you to think about is what are your goals for convention? Okay. Come to convention with a strategy, come to convention with an open mindset, with a growth mindset, be willing to learn from the individuals, the speakers, those conversations that you're going to be having on Friday night, Saturday morning, lunchtime, and Saturday night, the gala, Sunday, your breakout meetings on Sunday. You know, make sure that you have a plan to who you're going to meet and have those conversations with them. Because let me tell you, after doing the business for 6.5 years by myself, I didn't understand what convention was. Okay, I didn't understand what it meant to me, but when I got there, what I realized is that it's an opportunity for us to build relationships. We are in the relationship business, and I know every single day, every single one of you go out there into our communities to build relationships, to cultivate community partnerships, and to make sure that you can introduce yourself, market your business, and implement solutions that are going to be life-changing solutions for families. And when I got to convention, I realized that this is a relationship business. And just seeing everybody, seeing a diverse community, I realized that it doesn't matter what background, what education background you got, work background. If I when I saw them speak and I said, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it too. That's what it did for me. It allowed me to realize the potential of how I can impact so many people, not just in Austin, Texas, but throughout the state of Texas and every single community in the United States. So again, I look forward to seeing you all. But this is the best part of our business. We get to create the culture in our business. Okay. So let me bring up our first speaker of the night. Had a chance to speak with him this afternoon, and let me tell you, um, one thing that he said a long time ago is, I attend meetings to purchase more belief in the business. And and when I heard that, I was thinking, he understands the power of every single phone call that he has with a business partner. He understands the importance of every single meeting that he has while he's field training a team member. He understands the importance of sharing the business opportunity, but he understands the importance of moving his business from meeting to meeting, event to event. So I want to bring up my friend, business director out of New Jersey, the East Coast. Shout out to the East Coast, Mr. Hans Augustin. Hans, please, sir, take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. I appreciate you by God's grace only. I'm thankful to be here, guys, tonight. Um, I was just coming from an in-person appointment, and I told the person that I was talking to that, hey, I'm in the midst of building my PhD project. And he says, what is that? I said, well, I'm building an agency, and I'm 24 months into the project. And when I finish my next 3 years, I said I would have mastered a version of what I'm going to do in the business. And then if they allow me to go to school and get my PhD, this is what I'm going to write about: how I built an agency through the power of our infinite company. So guys, a lot of times when I'm talking these days, I'm talking from a real perspective. I really believe in what I do. I'm going to go straight into it because I know we have limited time. I got a chance to share this information with our organizational members on one of the mindset calls that we had. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's kind of appropriate for the mission section of what we're going to talk about tonight. I told anytime, let me know what you guys see. Do you guys see the traditional PowerPoint, or do you see my notes? Because I want to make sure if somebody could just give me a quick shout out as to what you see. Is it all white, or what do you guys
All
actually
right,
see?
you're good.
All right,
Good.
perfect.
Okay.
So I got multiple screens and I don't want to mess up because I can get in trouble with my team. I try to be my best here possible. So guys, in the limited time that I have, I want you guys to, I've been having this conversation, myself and Mr. Samad. We get a chance to mastermind every morning as we connect as an organizational team. As I talk to different people, one of the things that I want you guys to realize is that everything for me is a learning event. I constantly stay in student mode. I remember my last convention, and I share this with a very sincere heart. I remember coming back from my last convention, realizing that I'm in the business of trying to maintain a level of consistency and discipline. And one of the conversations we started to have, I could remember coming back from convention, being a little exhausted, kind of not really knowing what the next step was, and kind of not making sure that I pressed the gas on my business. And what that means is that if you're leaving for convention, really what you're doing is you're preparing to press the gas on your business. So this entire week, like Mr. Gonzalez was just saying, I literally have been preparing in the reverse. I'm not preparing to get suited and booted. I got my suits, I got my clothes, but what I'm preparing to do is go gas up my business. And what that means is that I'm not just going to go gather information, right? I'm going to go there. I'm going to shake some hands. I can't wait to see Kimberly Williams. I can't wait to see Gabe Gonzalez. I can't wait to see Sunu Samad. I can't wait to see Tammy and some of the people that I've had a chance to work with. So I'm going to do that also. I'm going to connect. I'm going to build a relationship. But part of the reason why I'm going to go is because I'm going to gather information from the people around me. But what I will not do is leave the information behind and not implement it. Meaning that this business now, I'm 2 years in, so don't take any of my energy as something that you did wrong, but I'm always talking to myself. And what I'm saying to myself is say, hey, Hans, don't be an information gatherer. Make sure you're an implementer. In the business of what we do, what that means is that we are in a position. Noah just proved it to me that, hey, he's an 18, 19-year-old gentleman and he produced $15,000 worth of business in a week. That wasn't a month. That was $15,000 worth of business in a week. And if an 18-year-old can receive information from his father, I got a chance to meet Noah personally in tennis. See, he might be 19. I don't forgive me if he's 20, but he's within that young range. Nick Rios just improved, and Kyrie Jones just proved the idea that anybody you can get information to that makes a decision to implement it changes the entire game. So that means I want to recommend that you protect your capacity when you get to convention, that you organize your inventory before you leave, which means that you should have your names and your phone numbers. You should have the people that you're going to go talk to. You should already be in go mode. So that means in this next couple of days, this is not relax and get ready to go convention, but this is to get ready, to get ready, to get ready. And when you return, you got to get ready to execute. What that means is that conversation that I've been having in my head, I can't speak for you, but the conversation that I have in my head is I don't have a right to quit. I don't got permission to quit because I just told my family that I gave them 24 months of changing their reality from other things that I know I can do and other places that I know I can execute to execute here. So when I come back from convention, it's not about gathering information. It's about gathering information for immediate implementation and immediate execution. So I'm going to give you guys some comparisons tonight very quickly so I can make sure I respect the time. Let me know how much time I have so I don't get myself in trouble. But it says information creates potential, but implementation actually creates the result. I'm all about the results these days. Hey, what's the next step? I'm not mad at you. I'm never upset at you. I believe in you from the jump. I'm going to give you the best of my give. But if you choose not to implement, that is something that you're going to have to reconcile with yourself. But as a previous experienced business owner, 28 years of financial services, I've been telling the mortgage game, the real estate game, the insurance game, I can give you information about what I've done, but the only way I knew those things to be true is that I made a decision to implement them. And so today, if you find yourself a 1099, if you find yourself a business owner in the financial literacy, education, planning services, this is the side of the game that you got to be on. It says the implementer turns one idea. See, the one idea that Mr. Gabe Gonzalez gave me 2 years ago, he said, Hans, did you know if you are able to walk into a school, regardless of whether or not that school is approved, you can create relationships? I said, you can do that? So I took that one idea and I took it into a daily activity, measuring my activity, learning how to follow up and improve through the power of repetition. See, because people who collect ideas and attend training and take notes and then waits for the perfect moment to begin, you're going to have a challenge. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I got to calm down, but I'm going to say that you're going to have a challenge. But I want you guys to begin to realize that this is real business, real opportunity. So as you arrive at this convention, I want you to do 3 essential asset driven things. I need you to protect your health. I need you to manage your energy around the people that you choose to be around. And I need you to protect your mind, because the reason why I do go to conventions is not to just talk on the sidelines, is not to just talk in the back room. It's to build my belief and build my mind. So I've learned that my energy should not be captured by anybody else except for the person on the stage. Maybe at best, I'm going to kick it on the sideline with Brad if he gives me a moment. Maybe at best, I'm going to kick it on the sideline with Gabe Gonzalez and Suni Sama, because I know the information that they already gave me has already taken my idea to the next level. But if it's not the person on the stage, but if it's somebody in the back room, you might be in the wrong place. So I'm only giving you asset-driven information that might give you the ability to change, the ability to grow a business that you made a decision to participate in. What that means is I don't have the right to quit. I don't got an option. So I got to take this as serious as possible. Some of you guys are going to get pulled over by Hans at this convention. I'll be like, hey, I remember you said this. I need a little bit of information on how does that work. So when I go to convention this season, I am all business. This is not a vacation. I'm going to get a little rest because I'm going to make sure I hydrate. I'm going to eat intentionally in the right way. I'm going to manage my physical capability and pace, because what I'm really doing is I'm actually leveraging my mind to stay focused, to stay coachable, and be ready to capture what I can immediately apply. Immediately apply, meaning that this is not a game. This is real life. Why? In America today, I now understand clearly after 24 months of FNAing, having conversations, there's a financial literacy problem in America. The gentleman that I sat down with a few minutes ago, gentleman was in the young age of 70. He had plenty of cash flow, but he had zero assets in place. He said that his parents used to position the idea of money around the house. And when before he sold his mother's house, there was money all over the place, but nobody told him that that money could be saved in the rule of 72 to grow the value of the dollars, that maybe those same dollars that got captured. He said he found an envelope from his mother's drawer that said 1973 that had well over a couple hundreds of dollars, but what if his mother knew about the ability to grow that asset? So what that means is I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure that as I prepare to leave for convention, guys, I've been doing nothing but inventory checks. I've been making sure that I got my warm market organized, and I've been prioritizing how to win, basically. So that means before you leave for convention, I want you to go ahead and start organizing things, because you're not coming back to play. Please don't take this personal. I'm just telling you my truth and my belief and my factor, because I can't afford to play. I am just telling you that I take this so seriously that I want you to understand that you are building a potential $1 million business if that's what you choose, or you're going to help your children go to college, or you want to pay off that mortgage, or you're trying to make sure that you have an extra source of income. All of it is serious. So whether you are part-time, full-time, and if you, like me, I told the team, I am in trouble that I am a full-time person, so the part-timer has it better off than me. I still have to explain to my family, why have I leveraged the next 24 months, and why am I not creating a better result? I didn't say I didn't have a good result. But that means that if I am talking about building something large, Hans, you better make sure you know who you're talking to when you get back. You better start developing those connections you have online. You better make sure you go back into the community and continue to build relationships, and you need to prioritize the work. That means when you guys come back, let me give you guys a little bit of formula. Your phone game should be on point. Your phone game should be on point. That means you are going to mentally put yourself in a position to create conversations before you can actually create an application. That means if you don't do this, if you don't start to have a daily standard, meaning schedule a consistent outreach block, track how many people you call. If you're going to text them, if you're going to email them, if you reconnect, that is the objective of how we develop this business. I found out Yes, there is a teacher market. I found out, yes, there is a small business market. I found out that there's a warm market. I found out that if I could talk to doctors, if I could talk to physical therapists, if I was a nurse, I could talk to a nurse. But I found out that they're all people. I found out that they were all people. And if you don't get people on the phone to have a conversation and develop a relationship and start to position them to develop an opportunity for yourself, then you are not in a business. Don't take this personal, please. I'm really trying to make sure that I really believe in what I believe. And I'm telling you, because I believe in what I believe, I am trying to give you insight to the idea that if you want to build something here, that means you can't be afraid of the phone. You can't be afraid of email. I've heard Anthony Rubio talked about one time. He says, hey, I got a target list of 25 people sometime that I'm reaching out. And I took those notes and I said, oh, you know what? Let me develop my target list of reaching out to the business owners that are on my team. Hey, where are you? What's going on? How are you doing? How can I help? Let me reach out to my clients and see what they're doing. Let me follow up. I was talking about Tammy Yarborough the other day, got the hardest follow-up game I've ever seen. Excuse me, a little Brooklyn of me is coming out, so I'm going to try to stay professional. But what I was saying was that I saw her following up her ERG list. Hey, emails, follow up. What happened to you? Why didn't you show up? What's going on? And I took that like, wait a minute. If this young lady is following up on her business and creating results, Hans, you don't really have a great excuse. What is your daily standard in the midst of when you're going to come back from convention, and how are you going to position yourself? Because every opportunity should move through one disciplined process. Connect, create appointments, and leverage a solution. Somebody texted me earlier today. I think it was David Upton. I said, hey, David, I love the idea of what you just said. I said, yep, we're in the business of discovery. We're in the business of presenting, educating. We actually now do a needs analysis, and then we provide a solution. If your business does not have a disciplined process of how you connect and create appointments and provide solution, then essentially you might not be in business. And I'm not saying it to be funny, because I realized that after 24 months, thank God for the results. Thank God for the opportunity. Thank God for the mentorship. The other day, I text Mary Grace and Gabe Gonzalez, and I told Suni Samad, thank you. Do you know why I said thank you? Because of the mentorship. Thank you for the time that they took on the phone. Thank you for the dollars that they spent in position. So Hans, is there a reason why you're not connecting, creating appointments and solutions? Because you got the team. You got the support. So what are you building? I ask myself those questions all the time, not because I believe anything is wrong, because I want you to understand the formula. My formula is, hey, how do I engage with people in person? How do I follow up? How do I leverage my calendar? What is your engagement strategy for you to work and develop your business? Hey, I develop people over the phone. I develop people in person. I go to schools. I do sweet treats. I will do staff meetings. I'll do workshop events. I did a men's meeting the other day. I'm talking to people because I want to develop my business. So I have to have an engagement strategy. If you can only do it by phone, that doesn't mean anything is wrong. So develop your phone game to the highest capability. Call, reach out, follow up. Because you know what I found out? The beauty of what we do? This gentleman said it today on the ERG call. Oh my God, he'd be so mad with me. But long story short, we're in the people business. We're in the people business. And the more I have this conversation with myself, I say, hey, how are we going to grow? So where do you build relationships? Build where your relationships and access already exist. See, I happen to fall in love with school districts. I heard Brian Swisher fell in love with small businesses. I heard some people like Nooney Rubio love the military market. I heard some people like Mr. Samad love the natural market. And if that's the market that you in, then go ahead and build where you have access to relationships, because they're all people. And the more you begin to invest in the understanding of how to leverage that space, the more you begin to kind of position yourself in that space, the more you create an opportunity to engage, have conversations, connect, develop relationships, and position them to get into a solution which creates an application. That application creates $15,000 for Noah. It creates 4 applications for Kyrie Jones. You know why I love these young gentlemen? Because they just keep telling me that the business works. See, you just thought it was 2 years ago when you got on, but these new guys just said, no, it still works. What I did was I developed a relationship with people. I organized my contact list. I reached out. I engaged. I get them on an appointment and we have a conversation. So Hans Augustine, you don't have an excuse. Now, I'm talking to myself. Please don't take it as cocky. Please don't take it as anything except for that I understand that if we are going to build a business, A, we got to be strong. B, we got to be real. This ain't no vacation, ladies and gentlemen. What you're going to do is go gather some information with the intent to find one of these strategic points that we teach in this business to develop relationships, and you're going to implement how you're going to build one of the largest or whatever your dream and vision is. I can't tell you what your dream is. My dream is 10 million. Whatever your dreams, it doesn't mean your dreams are less than mine, but that's my dream and you can't take it away from me. There's nothing you can do about it except for the only person who will take it away from me is me. So the reason why I talk to myself this way, the reason why I understand that I got to get busy, I got to focus. It don't really matter who you talk to. You can talk to churches, you can talk to associations, you can talk to real estate people, you could do small business, you could do schools, you could do civil groups, you could do professionals, you could do referrals. It's all people. And what I want you guys to understand is I want you to leverage your understanding. I want you to leverage these meetings. I want you to leverage the spaces where you're learning. See, I told people every secret of what I've been able to develop here came right here. I don't show up for meetings except for constant belief, constant development, and push. So when I get to convention, it's not going to be less than, it's actually going to be more than. Matter of fact, Mr. Gonzalez, you're correct. I'm going for a refresher of new engagement, new information. And when I come back, I'm going to prove that information to be true to myself and my organization and the team and the people that are coming. I put 10,000 plus online because I believe one day I will have an organization of 10,000 plus. If you only believe in 3, that's okay. But just make sure you and the 2 or 3 are implementing the information that you receive it so you can grow to the value that you believe in. And then if it changes to 10,000, I'm happy. If it doesn't change, but you are effective with 2 or 3, then you're effective. But implementation is the game that we're in. Implementation is the game that we're in, and you leverage it where you believe that you have access to. So I want you to come back with a 90-day attack plan. Hans, we're going to come back. We have a 90-day attack plan. I'm talking to myself first. So I cannot tell you what to do if I don't believe in the same thing. But the reason why I've been telling me, if you come here in my house, I got a war room going on. I got folders. I've been emailing people. I've been reaching out. I've been marking my list. I got a little yellow pad. Yes, spoke to him already. Yes, I need to get this done. Yes, I need to have this conversation because I'm already attacking. And when I get back off the plane on Monday the 10th, there's no sleeping for Hans Augustine because he's going to make sure he's energized. He's going to make sure that he's refreshed. He ain't really playing because I don't got the time to play, not because I don't want to go play. I want to go create the time where I can keep the promise to my family that I can play as long as I want to. The other day I went to Atlanta. I can't tell you exactly why, but I saw a vision of possibilities and I understood the reason why we were trying to execute. I understand the reasons why. So Hans, we don't got any time to play. We got to come back and we got to leverage an attack plan. See, business is built in the idea that there's a war outside of financial literacy, and I do not have enough financial educators. I do not have enough financial planners, and we have an opportunity to make a change in America where you can position people differently. Why? I've had enough conversations that there's not enough Nick Rioses, there's not enough Kyrie Jones, there's not enough Gabriel Gonzalez, there's not enough Suni Samads, there's not enough Kimberly Williams, there's not enough Hans Augustins, there's not enough Tammys out there to position. So we got to find those individuals because people are dying financially. I want you to take this to heart. That's the mission and vision and purpose of OIC. So you ask yourself, if you can change one person, see what Suni Samad did was when he sat down with him, he's like, if I could just change one person, if one person believe, if just one person believe, then thousands can change. So I said to myself, hey, you know what, Hans, if you could just find one person, that one person created, you know what I realized the other day? I'll close with this because I will go in forever. I have more, but I can only give you this last part in order to respect the time because it's already 9:40 or 8:40. And I want to pass it off to my gentleman friend, Mr. Millsap. I said the other day, I said, man, thank God. You know, I'm 52. There was this gentleman, Brad Pham, that got born after me. And somehow some years into his life, at 18, like a Noah, positioned himself to now show up and deliver a company, Our Infinite Company. In its 8th year, 2 years before that, in its 6th year, it founds a gentleman named Hans Augustin who had a legacy and vision and dream. And thank God he followed his dream because it just took one person. If you begin to understand that that one person has changed your life and has positioned you to organize this business in your favor, Mr. Samad, that one person has positioned you to be here and create your dream and legacy. So if you understand it only takes one person, so that means when you show up back from convention, you be the one. You be the only one with the 90-day plan. Don't worry about the person on the side. Don't worry about the person on the right. You be the one in your community. We are community leaders that can change the financial trajectory of this world. And one day we get a chance to laugh and giggle as old men and women and say, yes, we did it. By God's grace, I pass the call back over to Mr. Gonzalez.
Wow.
My brother, drop the mic. My brother, Hans Augustin.
That is amazing, Hans. Thank you, sir. Let me say a couple of things on what Hans talked about. This is why you show up to meetings. This is exactly why you show up to a meeting, to learn from others. Okay? Let me close. The power of one. The power of one individual, the power of you, the power of your belief, your mission, your vision, your purpose. It just takes one. I took so many notes, but he had a hundred person inventory. Okay, leave convention with an organized list to build. Personal inventory, warm market, opportunity notes. Schedule a consistent block and have your daily standard. And have a disciplined process. What is your daily standard? What is your discipline process? Where do you block out time on your calendar to connect people? Because we're in the relationship business. Hans, thank you so much for sharing, man. I'm so pumped up now. You got me motivated. I'm like, man, I got to get my crap together for convention. So I'm gonna have a 90-day plan. So thank you, sir, for sharing, because that's why I come to meetings. Okay, because I need the motivation from somebody else to help build my business. So thank you, sir. All right, I want to bring up our next individual who's going to be closing our meeting. And I want to thank this individual for just being who he is. He's an amazing person out of San Diego, California. Actually, I get jealous every time he posts his Saturday walks by the beach. But besides that, this gentleman, he has helped expand our business to California. I want you to know that. Thank you, Nini, for sharing the opportunity with Carlos, and thank you for taking the time. The power of sharing the opportunity is so important. I remember Nuni called me one day and he says, all right, Linda, or he was telling me, yeah, we gotta go to Dallas. We gotta pack up our bags, we gotta go to Dallas because we're gonna meet this individual from California. So I want to bring up my business partner and friend, and who I look forward to building relationships with when I get to Fort Worth, Mr. Carlos Millsap. Carlos, the floor is yours.
Let's go, Carlos.
Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, Gabe, you're talking about what I do on Saturdays. You'd be amazed where I'm sitting, what I'm looking at right now. I had to go to meet with somebody up in Newport Beach, and driving down, I decided that I would stop to finish this call off. I told Nooney that I was driving. That's the reason why I had my camera off. But right now I'm looking at people sitting on the beach, sunbathing and in the water, playing and surfing and the whole 9 yards. But anyway,
I believe you.
That's the California life, I tell you. But listen, everybody, I'm not going to be long, but I hope it's strong. I want to share with you guys from the heart. I have some slides, but I want to really talk to you guys about the heart. because I've been in this business. I haven't been in this particular industry as long as Anthony or Brad, but I've been in it for a while, and I've had some success in it, and I've had a lot of failures. And I just wanted to try to um, pass on some information to you guys about some of the things that I've gone through. Now, everything that I'm going to say may not reflect the way your business director. Oh, you need me to move? Okay, all right, we'll do. All right, I just got told to move, so it's okay. Let's see here. So here we go. Wow, but she didn't get this other car a ticket. So, but anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to um, share with you guys, and I'm gonna have you guys go on a quick little ride with me. I'll be parking in a second.
Good, Carlos.
Yeah, I was at a place where I guess is where boats park, and they didn't want me parking there. And guess what? There's no boats parking right now. So there's no trailers with boats parking right now. So I'm just gonna dip right in here. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so we're good. No more view of the water though. All right. So, but anyway, as I was saying, this may not reflect the opinion of your business director, but this is coming from me. So, I'm not going to tell you guys how to run your business, but I wanted to share with you my thoughts of things that I've seen over the years. So let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here. Give me 1 second. I tell you, I don't know about anybody else, but when it comes time to sharing PowerPoints, that's always something that's hard for me. All right, so let's do this here. All right, so we should be able to see my screen now. We good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I want to talk about the balance of production and recruiting. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I believe that there needs to be a balance when it comes to production as well as recruiting. So because what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a business that lasts. And I believe that there has to be a balance. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I first got into this business years ago, my objective was to get as many agents as I possibly could. And I wasn't really focused in on the production side of it. I was really heavy on the recruiting side. That's not, I'm not necessarily saying that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying what happened to me. And so the question becomes, are you building for this year or are you for the next decade? And so you have to begin doing whatever it is that you're going to do and be intentional about it. So now, here we go. So this is not the only way. It's simply what I've learned through the years of wins, losses, and experience. Take what serves you and just leave what doesn't. Okay? Let's agree with that. So there's two engines, one business, two engines, one business. Producer. It creates momentum. As your producer, you're creating momentum, you're building proof, and you're earning attention. As you're a builder, as you're writing business, and you're out there trying to recruit, people are looking at what you do. It's unspoken, but they're going to look at your fruit. They're going to say, "Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so you're trying to get me into a business, but you're not doing anything." So that's where you have to be careful. Is that when you're recruiting, also be out there trying to write business. That's why that infinite list is very important, that you're talking to your infinite list. Recruiter creates leverage, builds belief, and expands opportunity. So now as a recruiter, now you're building. So you got to produce because you need income. And then you also got to recruit because now you're trying to grow and build your business. So the balance, I learned it. It wasn't taught to me, because I don't think that my leader was that efficient. And so I was heavy, I was heavy on recruiting, and it didn't work for me. And it actually got me into a little bit of financial trouble at one point. So, but you have to get balanced. You can't be heavy on production or heavy on recruiting in the beginning stages. I'm just telling you right now, in the beginning stages, you got to find balance for longevity. Okay. This may be foreign to some people, but I'm just letting you know what I went through. So I had to learn balance. So experience become credibility. People may never ask, but they're always wondering, hey, you trying to give me your business? What are you doing? How much are you earning? How many sales are you making? They're asking that. So do they still understand the work? Can they help me win? These are questions that they're asking. And so you have to be a credible person. Do the work, earn proof, build belief, attract leaders, and multiply. That's what you see leaders doing. So reason why I said this got me in trouble, I had a reality check. I had recruited almost 500 people into my organization. I recruited recruiters, and I was going after them hard and heavy. Next thing you know, I had $30,000 in chargebacks. Do you know how hard that hits and deflates you when you have $30,000 in chargebacks and now you're producing just to get out of the hole? I'm telling you, that is hard. And then the next year I had a $20,000 chargebacks. That's difficult. That's a difficult hole to climb out of. Here you are expecting income, and because of the people that you recruited and who recruited some other people didn't train them properly, and therefore now I'm paying off the debt because the debts roll up. Because when people leave, the debt rolled up, and so I had a lot of debt that rolled up, and that's the unfortunate thing. But now I'm not that way anymore. I don't recruit for bodies. I recruit for alignment. If I chase, I create dependence. If I attract, I build ownership. So I'm trying to attract people that are like-minded. I'm trying to attract people that want to be entrepreneurs. I'm trying to attract people that want to earn income, that's looking down the road. They're not just looking for tomorrow, not looking for the fast buck. I'm looking for people that really want to build something that's going to last. I'm looking for people that have the mentality that I have. I look for the same mindset. I look for people that have the work ethic, somebody that's willing to roll up their sleeve. Let me just give you ERG. ERG is not difficult. You just have to go. So I'm looking for people to roll up their sleeve to say, hey, go. And I got people now that are saying, hey, I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing, but guess what? I'm going. I need people that have those values. I'd rather have 5 committed people than 50 maybes. I'd much rather have 5 people that say, I'm going to roll up my sleeve and I'm going to get something done than 50 people that I'm trying to push up a hill. I don't want that. I've done it. It wears you out. I don't have that recruit everyone mentality I used to have. Hans was saying his age. Look, I'll be 65 in a few months. In a few months, I got to apply for Medicare. I got less time to deal with folks. So I'm trying to get people that's going to come in that I can pour into them, and I can help them get to where they want to be. So I'm not recruiting everyone, because recruiting everyone, that's more activity. Yes, more activity is more maybes, is more dependence, but it's also more cleanup. You got to do a lot of babysitting when you recruit everybody. And I don't have a child care license. So you have to I feel like I have to recruit intentionally. I'm looking for a better fit. I'm looking for better belief. I'm looking for better ownership. I'm looking for better retention. I want people that's going to stick around. I want people that's going to understand when they hit the valley, just look up, because if you look up, you can get up. Don't stay there. Let's go. Don't worry about when things get bad. When the tough gets going, the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Let's go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that aren't afraid of adversity. Because the moment you get a chargeback, people want to leave. The moment that somebody says no, people want to leave. If you don't have thick skin, I'm not recruiting you. That's just me. Because I'm not going to do that. So the mix changes, but the credibility stays. So in the beginning stages, you know, you know, you may not want to recruit so heavily. You may want to do more production. This is only a suggestion. Talk to your business director. I'm not telling you to do this, but this is what I'm trying to teach my folks is that you got to produce. You got to find a way to produce and also do some recruiting. That's your early career. Then as you start to build, you go 60-40 because now you got some proof and you got some and now your credibility changes, your talk changes, your confidence changes because now you understand. You've been talking to some of the carriers. You're knocking the training wheels off. You're calling NLG yourself. You're not just calling your upline. And that's what I want to tell you guys. If you got an issue when it comes to National Life, or there's a question that you have, I don't know about what your upline says, but listen, what your BD say. But I tell my people, call National Life Group. I want you to know. I want you to learn. Leadership, multiplication. Now you get into leadership stage. Now you're doing 40-60. And then as time goes on, it's going to never be zero. You're always going to be recruiting. You're always going to be producing. You know, I've heard Brad even say that he's written policies. I've heard Brad even say that there's people that he's talked to about the business. At no point are you going to ever get to the point where you're not going to be doing some recruiting and producing. So how it compounds. When you produce, build credibility. Credibility attracts the recruits. Recruits go, wow, look, if he can do it, I can do it. Then recruit goes into multiplication. Multiplication goes to where you can start developing other individuals. And then now you're starting to build the legacy. We're in this thing for the legacy. We're in this thing for the long haul. We're not in this thing to just make some quick Christmas money. I'm not. I don't know about you guys. I'm not in it just for the quick Christmas money. So here's the ultimate question you need to ask yourself: is would I join my own team today? Is that question deep or not? Would I join my own team today? Am I building something that lasts? So would you join yourself if you went if you heard what you were saying, if you saw what you were doing, would you join you? That's a legitimate question, people. So now, for the producers, your proof matters. For the recruiters, your vision matters. Production earns attention. Leadership earns trust. And intentional recruiting creates legacy. So let's go. Let's get to the top. Let's get to Dallas. Let's get to Fort Worth. Let's grow this business. You need to become the better version of yourself that you can be. Thank you guys for your time.
Let's go.
Go, Kurt.
Great job, Carlos.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, man.
Let's
Way to
get
close
it.
out. You know, thank you for reminding us that we do have to be the best version of ourselves. And Carlos always reminds you of running our own trail. This is your business. Nobody knows what you go through, but you take your business, take control of it, produce and recruit at the same time. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into our breakout rooms. I want to thank you, Hans and Carlos, for sharing our mission, vision, and purpose of what you do in your business. Thank you for not just talking to yourself, but talking to me as well. I appreciate it. And I know that what they spoke tonight, they're talking to you as well. But we're going to our breakout rooms. I look forward to seeing you in Fort Worth, Texas. But if you go to the bottom of the screen, go to more, please join your breakout rooms. Thank you again for participating in the process of learning. I will see you this weekend in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Safe travels, everybody.
You're in Dallas.
You're in Dallas. Thanks,
Let's
Gabe.
go. Let's go to our breakout room.